Hey guys, Nigel here. Thanks for tuning in again. I'm super excited to have you along with me because once again, I'm at a new location. The lake's right beside me here. This is Pinnisk Lake in the Okanagan. I actually had to hike a good 500 meters or so from where I parked my car, and I had to blaze a trail on the way here so I wouldn't get lost going back to it. Hopefully tomorrow morning. Anyways, I got to skirt the lake and try and find a suitable place to set up camp. It's pretty bushy, so I'm not looking forward to this. Hopefully I find something soon. Let's go try and find a place. Okay, so this is what I'm contending with in terms of shrubs and finding a path. And look what I found. Look how big that fungus mushroom is. Ugh. Well, I'm at the lake, but this location is not very good. If I had to, I would, but I have a feeling this is going to be another Attack of the Mosquitoes episode, because I'm just getting eaten alive. I'm going to keep looking. I've been searching for a decent place to set up for the past couple hours, and I've found a couple okay places. The place that I'm standing in now, it's got a nice kind of fishing area, but the place where I'll put the tent is kind of muddy and awfully buggy as well, and I do not want to stay here, that's for sure. Nice scenic lake view, but I'm going to move on. I had to light a mosquito coil just because the mosquitoes were getting so bad. But I think I can see a place up ahead along the lake there, and I'm going to go check it out. Well guys, this is going to have to do. It's actually not a bad location. Nice and flat and pretty soft. I'm about 50 meters away from the lake that way. And I'm a little bit above it as well, so hopefully it's not going to be as cold. I'm about 1,500 meters above sea level. So it does get pretty cold here still in the middle of summer during the night. So I'm going to get my tent set up, get rested, get hydrated, and maybe start fishing. You know, a great way to check to see if it's got a nice body size flat spot or if it's going to be comfortable in your tent is just to lie on it. Before it's set up, just to make sure. Yeah, that will do nicely. What a nice little home this is, hey? It's a cheap tent, but it served me well. It's nice to finally be set up, that's for sure. When I'm hiking through a thick bush and having trouble finding a good spot to set up, those are moments of discomfort, I'll tell you that much. Finding an idyllic place to set up makes all the difference in the world. Now, if only the bugs were not as bad here. But they are. They're just as bad. Now this is a good fishing spot. A few places to sit down and relax, and a decent rocky and steep area here. And I can see fish jumping. Let's give it a go. gonna change lures. I put a new one on, but it's rather small, so it's hard to cast. Well, I can't really cast it that far. I can cast this one twice as far. Makes sense, it's twice as big. Got a bite. So I've been fishing for a good hour or so. Got a few bites actually, but obviously haven't caught anything with the spinner lure. So I've switched up strategies. I've got the power bait on with a sinker. So the power bait's probably a foot above the bottom of the lake there. So now we just wait, I guess. But as always, this is a beautiful place. This lake is probably it's probably 5, maybe 10 times as big as the last lake that I was at. It's quite the spectacle. You saw a little bit of the journey that I had to take to get in here. Man, these woods are thick. Thankfully, the mosquitoes have died down a bit. That might be because of the 2 mosquito coils I got running. Got about an hour and a half of actual sunlight left before it dips below the tree line. You just, most of you guys know, each finger is about 15 minutes if you have it arm's length away and you measure the sun, the distance the sun is to the skyline or the tree line. That's about how much sunlight you have left. I'll check back with you if I catch something or if I change my strategy. Alright, so the power bait and the sinker not working out so well. It's been about an hour since my last check-in. So I'm going back to the spinner lure. We'll see how that works. It worked last time. We'll see if it works this time. Well, I haven't had any bites in the last hour or so, so I think what I'll do now is get dinner prepared and maybe fish after that if there's any bit of light left. That's unfortunate. Unfortunately, in this area right now, there's a fire ban, so no open fires, no campfires. Very unfortunate, but totally understandable. There are a ton of forest fires going on right now in BC. In the lower mainland, Vancouver, It's pretty much covered in haze right now from, you know, forest fires around the area. Well, not around the area, around BC. So we will have to make do with our stove today, which is fine. Today for dinner we have dehydrated chili, store-bought. But look at that, that's quite the meal. Oh, that is exciting indeed. And I've got a few dinner time drinks as well. I'll show you those in a moment. Let's get this cooking. It's not cold right now, in fact it's quite warm. I put this extra layer on just to protect me from the bugs, because when I got back to camp here, they started to attack. So I figured an extra layer will keep me a little bit protected. I've got 3 mosquito coils going, and actually they've kind of dissipated, which is awesome. Right on. Dinner going here. Oh, let's reduce the heat here. We don't want to burn the... We don't want to burn it. When the mosquitoes die down and you got the smell of food, there's always a moment of absolute bliss. And I'm feeling that right now. The sun is just going behind the trees there. Uh-oh, I think I forgot my my fork. That's okay, I can make one. Actually, I'll do that right now. There we go. It's a little long. It doesn't have to be much, just something that won't give you slivers. And as long as you shave away all the gnarly, rotted stuff, you should be good to go. There we go. An eating utensil. I almost forgot I got some beef jerky. May as well put that in, hey? That is a lot of food. There is no way I'm going to be able to complete this this meal. But that's fine. Along with dinner tonight, I've got a craft beer. It's called Beer League. I have no idea how this tastes. It's a... Look how Canadian that is. Oh boy. God, I love hockey. And these are nice and warm and nice and fizzy, so I'm looking forward to that. I've also got, let's see here. I should have been cooling these in the lake, but, and I still got time. Still might do that. This one is a Bitburger. It says Germany's #1 draft beer. If you're from Germany, let me know if that's true. Is this really the #1 draft beer? Bitburger Segel Hopfen gebraut nach Duschem Reinheitsgebot. Gebot. I just insulted 100 million Germans. So the dinner needed a little more heat. So while we wait, let's try this lager from Canuckville, Canada. Oh. Oh. All over myself. Canada, that's not bad. It's very standard, but not bad at all. All right, here we go. That is an intense meal. Let's have a taste. Oh, that's hot. Oh my goodness. Wow. Full of flavor. Here's to you guys, de Bourget. I saw a few wild animals on my way here. I on my search for this location, I scared a deer, and that scared the crap out of me because I got pretty close to it before it ran off, and I just heard this crash and saw that, you know, I think the head of the deer book it the other way. That was pretty scary. A deer scares me out here. That is so good, guys. Oh yeah. There's that strange feeling again. That moment when you realize, wow, I am literally out in the woods alone. It's a very, very strange, almost foreboding feeling. At least for me. And it always happens once or twice every trip. And it's usually when I've just eaten or when I'm feeling comfortable. And my belly's getting full. I'm not sure how to describe it, really. You just become very self-aware. And you feel very small. Anyways, I'm going to finish this dinner and I'll check back with you. Well, guys, night came in quick. I parked my car around 4 o'clock. And then got to this location around 6 o'clock. So I didn't have a whole lot of daylight to work with. But that's fine. I did everything that I wanted to do, really. Fishing, cooking my meal. Unfortunately, I didn't catch anything. But I'm getting pretty tired already. That hike in was something else. The bush was extremely thick. I was getting harassed by mosquitoes. And it was super hot out. It was probably around 30 degrees, which is probably 85 to 90 Fahrenheit. So that took a lot out of me. But I think I'm going to chill here for a bit longer and probably turn in soon. So I'll check back with you when I'm about ready to pass out. Okay, guys, I'm gonna head to bed. I think it's about 12 o'clock, so I'm all snuggly in my sleeping bag. This was a short one, but still a good one. I think in the morning I might try fishing again. We will see. Anyways, guys, good night. Good night. Good morning. It is a beautiful blue sky this morning, very warm. I had a decent sleep last night. It didn't get too cold. There's always sounds in the forest, and some of those sounds startled me last night. Twigs cracking and branches falling, it seemed. There's always a adjustment period, that's for sure. I think what I'll do now is have a cup of joe and go down to the lake and cast the line in, and then pack up and head on out of here. I'm not looking forward to the hike back to the car. It's not that far, but it's a few hundred meters in thick shrubs. That can take you ages. And it did take me a while. Mind you, I was trying to find a spot. Hopefully I can find the marked trail that I made. The Blaze Trail. I should hit a road no matter what, as long as I keep going in the general direction. Coffee time. There's nothing like morning coffee next to the lake. All by your lonesome. It's peaceful, very peaceful. Seen a pretty sizable fish right near the shore here, so I'm going to cast the line in. Got one. Probably the biggest one I've caught. Yeah. All right. Back you go. This is one that I could eat for sure. Whoops. It went belly up for a second because I lost. It slipped out of my hands, but it swam away. Right on. It's a barbless hook, so it didn't really cause too much damage. It came right out. Oh yeah. Well, I got one. It's about time I go back and pack up my stuff and head out of here. Success. Now, if I was going to be staying here for another day or two, I'd definitely keep that. I'd have to measure it, but I believe it's of size. Or it would have been of size. Alright, I'm packed up, ready to go. I cleaned up the campsite, made sure I'm leaving nothing behind, and I've got everything. So now comes the dreaded hike to try and find my car. I know there's a road that way, so I'm going to head straight through and connect with the road and then follow that up to my first trail marker. I'll take you along with me. Oh, this is thick, up and down, up and over logs. I think I'm close to the road. Well, found the road. Thankfully I know which direction to follow it. That's the tricky thing. If you come across a road, which way do you go? Left or right? Or do you just ignore it? These logging roads can literally just go to nowhere and then just stop. And then what? But I'll take the easy route. Sweating cats and dogs, that's for sure. I'll just have to be very cautious, because this is what I'm walking into. I nicknamed that Ambush Alley. Just keeping my head on a swivel, nothing really to worry about. I think this is more cougar country than bear country. There are a lot of deer. That means there's probably a lot of cougar. Apparently they like the high ground. That's where they begin their stalking from. Some high ground up ahead here. Okay, that's my marker. Placed a stick pointing inwards next to that red branch. And I've made blazes on the way, facing the way that I'm going now. So I should be able to find my way back. Here we go. Few nervous moments there. I lost my blaze. I lost my trail. But who cares? I made it to the road and you can see my car. Oh. That's the thing about blazing a trail, is especially if you're not very good with direction or easily disoriented like I am, it's important to mark a blaze in viewing distance of the next blaze so you can see a clear path. Because a day later even, everything looks the same. You don't really remember too many landmarks. Well, guys, I'm going to end it here. This was a very hot and buggy, shorter trip, but it was an absolute blast. We caught a fish, a big one, or bigger than I had before, and beautiful weather, beautiful sights, and I can't wait for the next one. Until then, guys, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys.